Good morning, bros. I'm Tashawn,
And I'm Wanye.
and we are your anchors for Thursday, May 9th. Please
Please
stand for.
stand for the pledge.
Today is National Lost Sock Memorial Day. Take a moment to remember all the socks you have lost over the years. It is also Thank You Thursday here at Belgium.
Your lunch options for today are footlong hot dog, chicken alfredo, or pepperoni bosco with cheese.
The sides today are mixed vegetables or a fresh veggie tray.
In the Northern Territory of Australia, a snake was found with three functioning eyes. Researchers and scientists say that his snake functioning functioning eyes. And scientists say that this snake socket developed naturally during the embryonic stage. According to BBC, this snake was named Monty Python.
An 8-year-old Ohio boy saved himself and his sister from being kidnapped. Here, seeing it with the story.
I could hear the kids screaming. That was what set me off. He had a hold of Skylar, back of her hoodie, and that's what really. And I couldn't see Chance. I didn't even know that he had jumped out.
I got over my sister, and I was trying to get her out, and my brother went to go grab me, opened the door, and went out. My brother fell out, but the guy pulled me back in the car.
In southern Africa, the country
Southern America.
the country of Colombia has a river in the national park that is called River of the Five Colors. When conditions are right, it has red, yellow, green, blue, and black colors that come from the plant life in the water and on the riverbed. June and November are usually the most colorful times. This phenomenon happens nowhere else in the world.
Now to Jay and Erica with the sports and weather.
Thanks, Anchors. Eighth grade baseball and softball will play Gion Creek away today. Track and field will play FCV away. Girls tennis will face Lyndhurst at home today. Our sports birthday today is Floyd Robinson, a baseball player born in Arkansas. The LC soccer call-up meeting is at 4 p.m. at the Belzer Gym on May 14th. Now here's Derek about the weather.
Today's weather will be a high of 70 degrees and a low of 51 degrees and rainy.
Now back to our anchors.
Gosh.
Thanks, Jane and Erica.
Congratulations to Miss Anderson and her family. They are celebrating a new book that her husband just published. The book titled Finding Orion Orin is being launched this weekend at the Kids Inc. bookstore on Illinois Street. On Saturday from 1 to 2:30. You are invited to come meet the author and get a book signed.
LC has extended their color guard workshops this week. Join the color guard today after school for their final workshop.
8th graders, the time to sign up for the annual Chicago trip is now. Please turn in your $40 and permission slip to Miss Bernard in room B216 to secure a spot on the trip as soon as possible.
The 8th grade celebration is next Friday. To attend, you will need to be a student in good standings. You must have no more than 1 F, no referrals, and no more than 5 tardies total.
Today is Thank You Thursday. Even if you did not write a thank you note to any of your teachers, please take a moment today to thank them all for all of their hard work that they do every day. It only takes a few seconds to say thank you.
The random fact for today is that while some sharks give birth to live pups, other sharks lay eggs.
Now to Mr. Harsher to finish off the morning announcements.
Have a great Monday, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. I want to make sure I get everybody's attention this morning. I've got a couple important announcements about our testing for today. Yesterday was our 3rd day of testing, and we should have, in most cases, finished up our language arts portion of the iLearn test. Today, we will begin our math portion, and just like we did in language arts, we will start with what they call the non-performance task. That means we're going to be doing that computer adaptive type of test where you're going to get questions often that are multiple choice. Some could be open-ended questions, but we are anticipating that today's test is going to take some time because we really want to encourage students to do their best, to work out their problems on scratch paper, to take their time and read through each of those problems just like you've done all year long in your math class. I am extremely confident, probably more so than I've ever been, with how our teachers have focused so much and students have worked so hard this year to prepare themselves for this assessment. This is a great opportunity for you to demonstrate all of the things that you have learned from your teachers this school year. So I want to bring one thing to everybody's attention, and you will hear this a second time from your teacher who you're testing with today, but I want to make sure everybody understands. Throughout this school year, as you've been working in your math class to solve a variety of problems, you've been able to use a formula sheet. Right? It's got all the different formulas for finding area and volume and all those sorts of things, and you have not been required to memorize those, and you don't need to have them memorized for your assessment today. But I do want to make sure students understand that there is going to be a button that you can push on every single problem today that you take that will allow you to access some of those formulas. In fact, I would encourage students on every single problem to click on that little button. Now, I know that some teachers call that the hamburger patty. There's a couple other different names for it, but I know you guys have seen it before on websites, on apps. It's a little menu bar. It's usually a box with 3 lines in it, and that is the button that you can click on. I would recommend students that you click on that button on every single problem. There might be something that they're providing you there that could help make that problem a little bit easier for you. Maybe there's going to be a ruler. I don't know. Maybe there's a formula. Maybe there's a picture. We're not really sure what is going to be there on every single problem, but I would encourage you students to utilize that button. They are giving you resources and tools to make solving that problem a little bit easier, so you want to make sure that you take advantage of that, okay? I also want to make sure that we talk today about the word grit. This is something we've talked about throughout the school year. I know we've got lots of teachers who talk about grit all the time, and basically grit, guys, is focusing and pushing through and working hard even when times get tough. Today is going to be a tough test. There's a lot of questions, and you're going to have to really work your brain through a whole bunch of math problems today. I want you to take your time. I want you to take a deep breath. The good news is many of you will probably not finish before lunch. We'll get that nice break during 3rd and 4th period to go to lunch, walk around, use the restroom, sort of let our brains take a break, and then we'll come back to our testing room in the afternoon and get an opportunity to finish. So I want to just encourage everybody in the building, again, I am extremely confident that we are more prepared than we've ever been to address the questions that they're going to give you on this assessment. I just want to encourage you to do your absolute best, to take as much time as you need, to work out your problems on your scratch sheet, and really make sure that you're giving it your 100% focus and 100% effort like you've done so far this week. I have been thrilled as I've walked through the building and dropped in on classrooms about how serious students are taking this assessment. what a great job teachers are doing about reading every single step of that manual and making sure that we're on track. So again, in review, give your absolute best, have some grit, and work through those tough problems, even though it's going to take you some time. Use that little menu button up in the top corner or wherever it ends up showing up, and make sure that you're utilizing those resources. And then again, we will return to our testing room at the beginning of what would normally be 5th period at about 1:15. We will return to our testing rooms today for sure. So you've got plenty of time to make sure that you do your best on our test today. All right? Again, guys, I appreciate all your work. Let's make it a great day.